Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Awkward Moments with Jatsu. Today is Saturday, so I hope you're having a lovely and wonderful weekend so far. Also, Twirly, thank you for the first here redeem. And yes, you are indeed the first one here, unless someone else will sit in waiting. But thank you for the riot. Very much appreciated. I have been very productive today, I think. I didn't actually have a very good sleep last night. Kept on waking up every hour. No idea why. There was no reason for it. I was absolutely haggard. So I should have had a really good sleep, but I didn't. I was the first to press the button. You are indeed the first person to press the button. But yeah, very productive day. I moved my car back. So I had to park somewhere entirely. Well, it wasn't that far. I had to park around the other side of the road, other side of my neighbourhood. So I went to pick up my car and park it in front of the house this morning because there was a nice space. And then I made some breakfast and I did my laundry because it was a nice day. Do you know what? I was just like, it's sunny. I might as well put it out. I was initially just going to hang it in the house. Near the bathroom, and I was like, no. My clothes need a bit of sunshine on them. So I hung them out and then watched a TV series until it was stream time. Although I did take in the clothes first because I knew that if I left them out, they'll just become very damp later on. But yeah, I hope you're all having a lovely weekend so far. And today we are going to be continuing with more Ace Attorney. We are on the 3rd chapter. I know I said we are just starting the court trial, but we are actually on the 2nd half of the court trial. Are we on the 2nd half? Yeah, because we did more investigating last time, and now we have to do the 2nd part of the court trial. I think that's where we're up to, but it doesn't matter because we will start it and we'll figure it out as we go along, because my memory is shot. But let me stop the music. And then, here's the game. Okay, so we already saved. Let's see. Oh no, okay. So we did the first part of the trial, and now we've been given an extra day to do more investigating, I believe. And then we'll go back to court again to do the 2nd half. Nick? What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. And that's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First she put her right thumb next to her left finger, and then it just separated. Oh no. Maya, you can't figure out that trick? That trick's like... she's a witch. Pearly's really, really a witch. She's not a spirit medium. She's just a witch. That trick is like, even children can figure that one out. She can move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Burn her. No, we're not going to burn Pearly. Oh my gosh, she's too cute. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? How? No, what wow even? What wow? How'd you do that, Nick? You're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Oh, my controller wasn't connected, I'm sorry. What to do? I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. And there's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? And the only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says he saw it. And that's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said it. Do you think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said I saw Max. That would have been enough. And there's no reason why anyone would believe he flew. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that, Max. You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya. Okay, so we are going to go investigate, and let's go to the big circus. Oh, maybe we should talk to Max first, actually. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. All right, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes, wait. Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. All right, let's go. Row your boat. Row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trillo, this isn't going to work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. You can't handle something as simple as this. What are you going to do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry. Puppy has a point. I mean, Ben is a little bit like, can't handle things on his own. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I've been playing around with my settings a little bit, and I think it's still a little bit too high. Or too low, I don't know. Anyway, let's adjust it to this. This should be better. Secret crash training. Whoa. Yes, Trello wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So we were trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? You could really do that? That's incredible. See, even they are surprised by the idea. I told you. They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once we've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now that I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina. Oh, he's going to propose again? Really? He's going to propose to Regina again? I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was the old man, just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? Yeah, that's right. But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben? What? I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? Ha! You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Eh? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such a sweet, wonderful torture. Oh, come on, Trillo. Right, okay. Waiting is fair enough, especially if the person's asked for some space to think about. Exactly. You. So, right, waiting is fine, especially if the person's asked for some space. But if you're just waiting around for them to come fall into your arms, it's not going to happen. Sometimes you have to be proactive. I'm all for being proactive. However, if they've said no, no's a no. So accept that as an answer. Don't keep pursuing if they've said no. Consent is always a very important thing. So please don't overdo it. Right, Trillo. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. No, Trillo. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya, she's so red she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. Ventriloquism. So, how's the new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should. That jerk? Max Galactica. Performers should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Trello, you seem to really be fired up all about this. He needs to realise that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world's stage. You're right. Mark my words, I, Trillo Quest, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row, row, row your boat. Will the key... hang on. Row, row, row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory. Not to rain in your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? Hey, you've got to start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You've got to be a part of this too. Oh, poor Ben, just getting punched. Right, we're moving. I actually want to go visit Max first. I should have done this first, actually. Detention Centre. Oh, my sweeties. You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make your very own TV special. Oh my god. That just reminds me. So yesterday I was just scrolling on my phone and then I came across an ad. And I don't know if everyone else has heard about this this tragic event that happened up in Glasgow. Where there was a Willy Wonka factory experience that just was not the experience that people wanted. Well, Channel 5 here in the UK is doing a TV special about it today. And I'm kind of interested to watch it to see what they say about, because the title of the, what is it, the title? I don't know if it's called the title. The what was it? Oh, hang on, let me find it. I was talking to my friends about it last night. I was just like, oh my God, they've actually got like a TV special on it. What was it? The Scandal That Rocked Britain is apparently the title of the show. And I am so tempted just to, I just want to know what they cover in it and if there's any extra information that they've managed to discover. So yeah, if you're in the UK and you fancy a bit of a laugh tonight, go check out. Go check it out. Or like, you don't have to rock Britain. Mum didn't even know about it. It was just such a funny thing. Just the title itself, The Scandal That Rocked Britain. Oh, what a title. But yeah, I might check it out later. I won't be able to watch it live, but I will watch it on demand later on tonight. And I might, hey, why is there a clip already? What have I been clipped for? I feel so bad for the lady. Yeah, I feel kind of bad for all the people that work there, because they had no idea what they were getting themselves into, which is bloody hilarious. Dad, yeah, right, Twirly. Hey, Luna, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. We're just talking about the Willy Wonka experience up in Glasgow. There's a TV special about it tonight. So if you want to check it out for a laugh, it might be worth it. Oh, dear. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, The Great Prison Escape. It'll be aired live. Oh no, they've got it on. They'll probably have it online on demand, so you can check it out. Hey, that sounds like it'd be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. Well, that's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It'd be a contractual obligation. That's show business. But yeah, I hope you're having a lovely weekend so far, Luna. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here is how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room, not to mention. Flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogie clown says, it wasn't me. On demand, I have to be careful with stuff like that though, in case of TV. Okay, so here's the thing. TV licenses are only if you use BBC or watch the BBC. It's because the license is to help fund the BBC. So if you don't use the BBC app or anything related to the BBC, you are fine. This documentary is on Channel 5, so it has nothing to do with the BBC itself. So you have no fear. Go forward and explore. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and the cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I'll say this much. It's much harder than you think. The chance is going to get us all arrested. No, you won't get arrested. And plus, they have to prove that you have actually used the BBC. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favour to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous, a great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. Performers should always look to perform on the world stage, but the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. Oh, I knew that. I did media studies in college 100 years ago. Didn't know which thingy belongs to who, those, lol, but now I know. Thank you for telling me. No worries. That's absolutely fine. That is something I cannot simply tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Oh, my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila, here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. Have you seen the latest BG3 drama? I have not, unfortunately, because I'm not actually into BG. Well, it's not that I'm not into it. I just don't play it. Hello, additional chat. Is it chat? Additional chat. Thank you for the follow. So bothering. Oh no, no, thank you. Oh no, I don't mean to time you out. I meant to ban you. Did I ban them? I thought I timed them out. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, that's absolutely fine. Oh, you was interested? Oh, I'm sorry, Luna. Should I unban them and bring them back? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, dear. How do I close this? Oh, no, I shouldn't have clicked on you. Aha. Right. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of tech issues. Okay. No, thank you. Not today. I'm not interested. Goodbye and have a nice rest of your day. Scuff stream? No, not that scuff. I clicked on something and then had to move the window to try and unclick it and then put the window back. But I'm really... Fraser, I was interested. Okay. But yeah, I'm sure Twelly will tell me all about the the drama in regards to BG later. How will I seem not known about the promotion? You just have to pretend you heard about the promotion. I'm not interested in that. You just think, oh yeah, I got a new follower, and then suddenly it's not even a follower, it's just a bot. Yeah. Thank you, Twirly, and no worries, thank you. Wait, hang on. Let me refresh this. My goal thing hasn't been updating properly, and I don't know why. Why are you not updating? Okay, I'll fix it later. I'll fix you later. It's fine. We don't need to do this now. We are going to continue with the game. Yeah, they're kind of annoying. You just like, especially when they don't come right off the bat with it. They're just like, oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, I really like your stream, blah, blah. And you think you're actually talking to a real human until they're like, oh, I was just wondering, are you interested in it? No, I'm not. Okay, I'm not interested in whatever assets that you have on offer. I'm not interested in layouts. I'm not interested in models. I am an artist myself. If I want the asset, I will draw it myself. All right, don't get advertising your services to an artist who already does everything by themselves. Oh, really? Is that what you're getting spammed with, Twirly? Oh, is it on Twitter? Hey, Pixie, thank you for stopping by. And yes, take his knees. Take all the knees. Preach. Exactly. Don't offer me work that I can do myself. If I want to hire an artist, I will know where to look because I have a lot of artist friends. I do not need a bot coming into my stream telling me, hey, I can offer you this. No, thank you. If I'm going to pay someone, I'm going to pay one of my friends to do the work for me. Not me. Luckily, I keep sewing it on people's... Seeing, I'm assuming that says seeing it on people's tweets. Not that you're sewing the lovely busty lady bots onto people's tweets. Can you imagine twirling her needle, just sewing bots onto the tweets? Sorry, still got a headache. Oh no, I'm really sorry, Twirly. I hope the headache goes away soon though. Have you just deliberately claimed that I'll sew you? They're so obnoxiously rude about it sometimes. Well, hey, I can make your stream actually worth watching. I know, right? Yeah. And so thank you for telling me that my stream is boring and not worth watching. Thank you so much for the confidence boost. That's just like classic old school negging style sales tactic, which does not work. Up your antique and no, it's up your antiques. I had a saying and I ruined it. But yeah, negging isn't gonna make me want to pay you money to do things for me. Telling me that my stream is shit isn't going to make me go, oh, okay, yeah, sure, I'll hand over hundreds of pounds. Here you go. No. No. If I had £100 to spare up the ante, that's the word. Thank you, Twirly. I was thinking antiques? What? What was the word? My brain. I know this phrase and then leaves out words. But yes, no thank you. Let's continue. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Join a spa while I'll sew you to a bot. No. We are not sewing people to bots. Hey, Nick. How about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown into jail. Grand Prix photo added to the court records. Well, why is this important? Let's have a look. Let's check. I mean, he had... Oh, wait, hang on. He doesn't have the feather in his hat. My eyes totally got distracted by the two ladies in the bunny suits, though. I was just like, oh, her legs drawn quite nicely. Anyway, let me move away from this. Okay. So we've spoken to Max and he's given us a picture of the Grand Prix. We've spoken to Ben already and Trillo. So let's go to the lodging house. Maybe we'll find some clues. Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Carmen told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listen to that old clown. Sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing? If you fake laughing too much? Franceska's really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not going to get me to back by a woman with a whip. No way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up. don't show up. Poor Gumshoe. Honestly, he's really scared of her. He's absolutely terrified. Looks like she's wound him pretty tight. Wound him pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. He's too adorable. Yeah, he is. He is very adorable. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right up by this window. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room? Behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's going to start an investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? Francesca Von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Okay, so we need to wait until she's done. So let's go to Mo's room. Maybe we can talk to Mo. Oh. Mo's not here. Oh, boo. If he was here, you'd have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. Aha, aha, aha. What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. He must really love his work. Right, let's move because Mo's not here. Okay, circus entrance. Let's go to the big top. Maybe we'll find Regina here. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just allergic to wildcats. Allergic to wildcats. I'm actually allergic to cats, and it's really sad. It's annoying because like each time I visit my friends who do have like pets, I have to take an antihistamine because otherwise I get really itchy throats and itchy nose. I'm just like, I feel like I'm coming down with something, but I'm not. It's just the allergies. I'm just like, boo. This is why I need a is it a hypoallergenic pet. Samoyeds, Maine Coons, yes. Ooh. Don't mind me, I'm taking a sip of my tea. December 29, Big Top Ringmaster's room. Max and the Ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Black cats seem to be less sneezy. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Fun fact, Sphinx cats aren't hypoallergenic. Oh, is it because of their spit that can cause the allergy? And I didn't realise they weren't hypoallergenic because you'd think they weren't due to the fact that they're hairless. You'd think that because they're hairless, you wouldn't be allergic to them. That could have been when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why did he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? They have dander. Is it the dandruff? I thought it was just supposed to be the Black Bombay, but I'd be very surprised if mine are, but they only make me sneezy when they're very close to my face. They feel like warm peaches. I've heard that stroking a Sphinx cat is like stroking your own arm. It's what I've heard. It's like stroking your own arm. No? I've never been around a Sphinx cat, actually. All the cats that I've ever met are super hairy. Ah, right. Welcome to the wonderful and fabulous, the cafeteria. Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood. And they're softer, like velvet. Oh, okay. So it'd be like if I'd soaked myself in a bath full of milk and came out with super soft skin. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to put that in between your head. I'm so sorry. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Please don't clip me. Why did I say that? Forget I said that. Ignore me. You do you. What did nothing's funny. You missed nothing. You missed nothing. I let some words come out my mouth without thinking through what I was saying. All right, you know what time it is? Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Luna will tell me later. No, don't grass me up. Snitches get stitches, Luna. That's not a threat. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction. Buzz wrong. Try again. Free therapy. Oh no. Is Twirly your free therapy? Because I've traumatized you. I'm so sorry. Okay. What do you think, girlie?
Mum, Yatsu's being sus again.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I didn't realise that was text-to-speech. I'm so sorry. I nearly read that out myself. I got it. Okay, what's your answer? Because they are in the cafeteria. Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. That was a very lame joke. No, not the side eye. I did it. What's going on? He's being too nice. Alright, let's talk. Today's trial. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning, I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly. How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just flew through the air. It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a psych link, he must be telling the truth. Let's see what Mo has to say about this. Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too. Uh-huh. You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. I'm not doing the laughs. I can't do the laughs. Oh yeah. He didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust, not that I'm into that sort of thing. Really, Phoenix? Right, Max's bust. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing on there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden, the bust disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Ah. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet mo is a good mo in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there is this one tinsy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us. Well, on the morning of the crime over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and centre. Mother have procured me Mars bars. Nice. I ordered KFC today, but I haven't actually eaten it yet, so I'm gonna have it for dinner later. I'm just gonna reheat the chicken and then strip it all off and put it in and make a wrap out of it. I was just like, oh, do you know what? I've really got more to cook tonight. I've been cooking all week. And I was like, just one night. Well, I say just one night. I am going out tomorrow, so I'm not cooking tomorrow either. You know what? Weekends are relaxing. I don't care. I'm not busting over the kitchen for food. What? How could you not eat it now? Well, it's because to be honest, I haven't actually eaten that much today. What have I had? I've had bagels. I said bagels. A bagel. Toasted bagel with some Marmite peanut butter and a packet of crisps. That's what I've had today so far. I have, Twirly, you know this, I'm very good at resisting things. I will happily not eat snacks, even if it's sat there in front of me. Piece of paper. It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes. It says, to the murderer. Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it's been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? Jazzy's the king of delayed satisfaction. Why does that sound so sus? Why does that sound so sus? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? It was meant to be. Thank you so much. Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Oh, wait, hang on. Posted in the cafeteria on the day of the crime, then torn, states to the murderer even. Okay. So he doesn't know about it. I actually forgot to show this image to Ben. So let's show this. Would you mind talking about this? Oh no, he's not going to talk. He's not going to talk to us about it. Okay. That's fine. Oh no, not this one. This one. Oh no, he's not going to talk about the Grand Prix. Okay, that's fine. Okay, how about this? No, he's not going to. Okay. Move. Is Francesca done yet? No, she's not. Let's see if Max knows about it. Oh, let's talk about his bus first. What about this? Fabulous. You'd like me to sign this for you? Oh. This one. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright eye. Oh no, bright red, was that? All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into his pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Fireball. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. He doesn't know what it says. But I know where we can find that. It will be in the ringmaster's room. Because we found a bit of paper sticking out of his jacket. Which means we can now investigate it. See here, this bit of paper here. Aha. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Then let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m? That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Ooh, we have more evidence. Okay. I wonder if Francesca's done. Oh, she is done. Hang on. Hey, Gumshoe. How you doing? Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Oh, well, I'm done with the investigation. I'm done with the investigation with Acrobat finally, but with Miss Von Karma... Oh. His phone's ringing. Nick, what is that? That beeping sound? It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something. It's his Tamagotchi. It's his Von Karma Tamagotchi. If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here quick. See you, pal. It's his Von Karma detector. It tells him when she's nearby. Oh my god. How terrible a person must she be for someone to have a detector? Oh, he must be really afraid of her. Bless him. But no, Gumshoe's a sweetheart. Oh, I honestly wish and hope they do. I keep saying it every single time I play the game. I honestly hope they release Miles Edgeworth's investigations, because you will definitely see a much, much sweeter side of Gumshoe. And it's adorable. It is adorable. I'm just like, come here, Gumshoe. I'm going to give you a hug. I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. I think it's true. Gumshoe's in his 30s. So Gumshoe's like 30-something, 31, 32. And Francesca's 18. He's scared of an 18-year-old girl. But to be fair, she does have a whip. And she does have more authority over him. So, yeah. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind says Bison's ow. That's Bison's lashes from a whip. Von Karma. She really did appear. You're older than Gumshoe? It's alright, Twirly. We can make him older. We can pretend he's older. we can make him like, I don't know, 40. He can be the... Oh, we can make him a silver fox. We can give him like streaks of grey hair. And then he'll be... He'd be I'm not being sussy. Shh. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands, making the national news? National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Look at her pointy finger. Miss Wacom, it appears you got your hands onto something big. I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I have got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in a summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix, right? I have to see him again one more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. But Miles is older than you, Francesca. How is he a little brother to you? Huh? Little brother, but Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he's gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Nick, what does she mean? Oh. Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then with the case after that one. Oh, this was the one where, oh my god, is it that one that we're talking about when, oh my god, what was that detective's name? So, someone... I've forgotten all the high prosecutor, Lana Skye, hid a detective's body in the boot of his car. So he was saying that he had a load of bad luck and that he was going to go try and... Porot? No, I don't think that was the name of the... Goodwin? Oh dear, what? Did I say it wrong? I suck at pronouncing words, I do, I'm sorry. But no, it was Detective Goodman? So he got killed by the chief... Is that... Are you trying to get me to say something? I don't want to say it. You're going to clip me. I know that would say Hercule or Hercule. Agatha Christie? No, I never read Agatha Christie. I'm sorry. Or watched any of the TV shows. I didn't grow up on them. Instead, I grew up on Murder, She Wrote, and what's the other one? The Doctor. What's the doctor's called? The old guy doctor who was solving cases. Hercule Poirot. Poirot. Thank you, Twirly. I'm sure that... Yeah, it was the Mary Poppins guy. Oh, I've forgotten his name. Forgotten the actor's name. But him, yeah. The Doctor Detective. I also grew up on... what else? Knight Rider. Actually, there's a pic of him in a few of the Phasma houses. Diagnosis Murder, that's the one. Oh, really? Is there? I don't pay attention to the pictures. I'm too busy investigating the ghosties. I'm too busy like, right, okay, what objectives do we have to do? Right, we have to do this, do that, and then I die. And then I die. I'm always yelling, help me. I can't pronounce the name. Okay, I'm gonna use text-to-speech. It's better if I hear it. It's easy for me to learn to pronounce something once I hear it. Where is it? Where is it?
Poirot.
Poirot. Is that the word? Poirot. Anyway, Frost? I can't remember that one. But yeah, I didn't watch a lot of detective shows when... No, is that not how to say it? Did text-to-speech do me dirty? Poirot. You see, I'd then be tempted to pronounce it as Pierrot. Say it like a French person. That doesn't help. Say it like a French person. Do you know how bad my French is? Merci beaucoup, s'il vous plaît. Parlez-vous anglais? That's as good as my French goes. Ah. 9. Oh my god, I'll sound your voice note. Okay, sure. Do that. Fine, thank you, thank you. Piero Rocha? Who's that? He never set foot in court again. Prero? You guys can discuss the pronunciation. I can't pronounce anything. I have a lot of I struggle to pronounce a lot of words because I try to pronounce them as they're written, but I know that a lot of words aren't pronounced as they're written, which is why I hate the English language. I don't hate it, it's just very difficult, especially if it's a word that I've never heard of before. So I have to rely on either text-to-speech or looking online for like, you know, like you can do like Google Translate and you can get Google to actually say the words. or I will go to dictionary.com and then you can also click the listen to how this word is pronounced. And then one day he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Thank you, Twirly. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chose his death. That was 1 year ago. It's a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. Of course he did. You've ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honourable name von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. Maya already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? And Pixie was trying to say Ferrero Rocher. Oh! Oh, bless you. Nick. Miss Von Karma. What? I don't know if you're God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too. Wonder what happened. This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick? Let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. He really is so sensitive about Edgeworth. Acro's room. I like Ferrero Rochers, actually. I have some downstairs. There's actually a new box, I think, in the kitchen. Was there a new box in the kitchen? Or did my parents take that? I can't remember. But I still have some downstairs, so I'm going to munch on them later. Here's Acro. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. I'm pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. Oh my god, Dingling Ken. I forget that sometimes the names are so ridiculous. You're a box in the kitchen. I mean, I could be a box in the kitchen. I could be a box in the kitchen. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. My little dingaling. Yes, exactly. Mr. Acro. How do you know my name? Detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of the circus as well. Oh, that's right. I mainly perform on the trapeze. Oh no, tightrope. Or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night they decided to run away from it all without me. That's so sad. The new person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers, perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. Regina's so cute, she's truly a princess. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? I'm so sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now. I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. That's awful. The accident happened during an acrobatics session, right? Oh, we have 3 Cyclops? Oh my god. Cyclops. It doesn't seem that Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago? What in the world went on at the circus then? I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from a prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. What you saw? Geez, that sounded really ominous. What did you see, Acro? That night. I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? It was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying? I'm absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick. Let's see what his first Cyclop response is going to be. What are you hiding, Acro? About the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Okay. So I don't have the proof yet. So let's go talking to others first. So let's move. Maybe Mo will be able to talk to us. Oh no, he's not here. He's where is Mo? Let's see if Trillo will say anything. No, okay, so Trillo won't say nothing. Oh, we've unlocked a new scene. I've got a bad feeling about this. It's the tiger here. Nick! Wonderful. Today's special must be filet o Phoenix. Stay! Stay! Hill! Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry, I guess I made a mistake. A mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? She was expecting Money the monkey. It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. And that's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. Well, what do you mean there's no way I believe that? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. I've got a feeling that everyone's doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. Just to go back and clear something up, why do you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. And something that means a lot to you. It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should. When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Leave it all up to us. I guess there's no turning down that request. Hey, you're really gonna do it? Maybe she'll know about Acro. I do apologise for my coughing. I also feel like I've got another sore throat coming on, which is really bad. I don't want to have a sore throat, because each time I have a sore throat, I always lose my voice. That's Acro. Is he in his room today? Yes, he is. We just came back from meeting with him. I hope his legs get better soon. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze. The trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right? Yep, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the acrobat. That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina, but Regina seems to like Acro just fine. Anything else? Can we show her this? Regina, have you seen this before? I know what that is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it was in there but around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning, and that's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realise the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did. I stuck it up there. How'd you know? So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. And that explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. So it was meant for Regina. They're calling Regina a murderer. Oh. Oh, Mo's not here. Mo's not here. The one person I wanted to talk to, he's not here. Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Bistro Dude Cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here. Those burgers are great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. No, Mo, we don't want to know what your special sauce is. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet. I can tell by the smell. Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must be some kind of special power. Now that the ringmaster's gone, what are you going to do? That's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger. He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset. Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. What? Really? Max would still be an issue, though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. Mo? All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know. The tragedy? You know. What's he talking about? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all. He must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang. Correctamundo. Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you said if everyone can get over the tragedy seemed a bit strange. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? Oh no, not another Cyclops. And this is only 2 this time, okay. So I need to figure his Cyclops, and then we need to figure out Acro's. So now we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. 6 months ago, eh? Let's see what the first bit of his Cyclops is. Mo. Oh my god, my voice is going. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at that circus? Okay. There's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? Oh, okay. So we need to do more investigating. I don't think we have enough. Okay. Will she talk about Acro? It's Acro. Is he in his room today? Yes, he is. We just came back. No, I think I presented him already. Okay. Maybe Trillo will help us. I don't know. Profiles. No, he won't help us. Okay, maybe Max. Let's move. Oh, he's not here? Really? They must have taken Max in for questioning again. And there really isn't anything that we need to ask him right now anyway. You're right, I guess. Alright, let's go then. Ooh. I need to try and find out about that accident. I think I've already asked him about the bust. Okay, so it's not the bust. Move. Move. Oh, Mo's not in his room, is he? Let's go back to the big top. Move. Okay, so Regina says she found that in her pocket. Has she got anything to say about the bus? There's no denying it, Max is cool. I want to try flying someday with Max. She's really flown off into her own little world. Nick, I want to try flying too. Okay, I'll think about it. Is she going to say anything about this? Nope. She's just going to keep saying that he's cool. That's Pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria. Huh? It's from the cafeteria? It's not? I remember seeing it there. So this was the cafeteria's Pepper? You know, I'm not a big fan of Pepper. Okay. Pepper from the cafeteria? That's weird. Why would it be in the box? Okay, so... Oh. Let's see here. To the murderer. That's far from polite. Where did you find the rest of this note anyway? Maybe it'd be best if I didn't tell Mo where we found it. Don't worry about it, Mo. If I didn't need to worry about it, you shouldn't have shown it to me. Okay. I don't have anything about an incident from 6 months ago. Oh no, you won't tell us about the pepper, okay. But why is there pepper in the cafeteria? Well, not in the cafeteria. I know why there's pepper in the cafeteria. What I mean is, why is there pepper from the cafeteria in the box that the ringmaster was hunched over? Which is the weird thing. Let's go to Acro's room. What's this? That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning of the murder. In the cafeteria? What happened? He suddenly looks incredibly serious. If it's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source. Her? Regina, ask her about it. You'll have to forgive me, but I try not to think about him. Akro won't even look at it. It looks like something's really weighing on him. Okay. So he said to talk to Regina. Although, to be fair, we didn't show her the full note once it was completed. So let's show her the note. I wonder what they mean by murderer. It's like some sort of soap opera. It's kind of strange. Strange is probably too nice a word. Okay, no, nothing. Okay, they're not the ones I need to talk to. Huh. There's something that I need to do to trigger something new. Ah, ladder. It's just a step ladder. What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basics facts of the matter. Okay. It's not even worth arguing with her on this one. Okay, I don't think I'm going to get anything new here. Am I going to get stuck? Yes, I am. It looks like they've left exactly as it was on the night of the murder. I was in charge of cooking that day. There was going to be a special menu. Really? What were you going to cook? Mo Moo burgers. What are those? A beefy burger filled with laughs and a sauce that tastes like my jokes. They're outstanding. So those burgers leave just as bad a taste in your mouth as his jokes does? That's so mean, Phoenix. Actually, is there anything else on the billboard that we can look at? Bulletin board for bulletins. It doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. Juicy? You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like a message from the killer. Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it all too seriously. I'm going to quickly save because we might have enough evidence for a Magatama session or a Magatama segment. Let's have a look. Right. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at the circus? Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Ugh. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? Oh my god, I don't have that many lives left? Have I refilled them? Ay. Okay, no, I don't have anything. I'm really stuck. And I can't remember much about this story either. Like, I remember the story itself, but I don't remember what things I need to look out for. Can I examine your room? Ew, it's a huge pile of trash. One man's trash is another monkey's treasure. I guess you're right. Look, they're all shiny things. He's even got a motorcycle exhaust. What do they call this thing? Oh, a tuba, right? Of course it's a tuba, silly. You didn't know that? Hey, it's a picture of Regina. Well, she is a shining beauty. No objections here. He does a lot of exercise. He's got a barbell. Look around. Everything he's got is for upper body training. Wait a second. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time. Hey, Nick. What? I don't have this one. This barbell here is a new model. Don't overdo it, Maya. I don't want to end up a muscle... You don't want to end up a muscle woman. And what's wrong with a muscle woman? There's nothing wrong with being a muscle woman. Ooh. So he doesn't want to talk about anything in regards to Max. How about Money the monkey? Money is a great friend to me. And that pile of treasure over there is his collection, huh? It is indeed. Money will bring anything back with him. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I'm not great with the ladies, but I seem to be pretty popular with the animals. Oh, he's not gonna talk about anything in regards to Max. Oh. So he won't talk about the incident from 6 months ago, nor will Mo, but we have a thingy claiming that Regina is a murderer. So something happened with Regina 6 months ago. Hang on. I'm gonna have to cheat a little bit. I apologise because I'm stuck. And I don't want to be stuck for too long here. Where are you? Oh, did I close the walkthrough previously? Okay, I did. Phoenix, right. Justice for all walkthrough. Okay, so we are doing the investigation part. Okay, so we got the Grand Prix photo. Talk to Trillo, yep, we've done that. We've gone to the lodging house, gone there. Shown, and then murder, what changed? 4. Wearing mask and tailcoat. Okay, we got that. We picked up that. It's just finished. Talked to Karma, Thomas trial. Done that one. Acro's room. Okay, so moved and picked up. Mo's room. But there was nothing in Mo's room, was there? Oh. The only place I didn't come to. Okay. Mo's not here. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Oh, it's Money the monkey. Nick, it's Money. That monkey's holding something. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey. Attorney style. Oh. Give it back, monkey brain. That means a lot to Regina. A real man wouldn't make a little girl cry. Yikes. Wah. Did he just run off it? I tried to have a man-to-man talk with him. I really did. You know, man-to-man isn't really accurate. It was more like man-to-monkey. Nick, you... I swiped it while the monkey was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. You'd be lonely without Maya. What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Okay, so we can hand the costume back to Regina. Right, let's go. Here you go, Regina. Yay, thank you. You really got it packed for me. Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. It's nothing. No wonder guys melt to mush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's. Leon's? You know, the line she told us about? Oh, the one that someone killed. Oh, maybe she'll talk about that. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right, my dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth, you know, grah. Usually when he did that, I put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming. Are you sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyways, what was the bad thing? I read that in such a wrong voice. I thought it was Regina that was saying that. Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina, everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. So Leon was the accident. Right, okay. Maybe we can crack Mo then. Let's crack a Mo. Right. Come on, Mo, give us what we want. I do think we need to break Mo before we break Acro. Okay. This couldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? A little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during the practice, right? How did you? I told him so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo, don't climb up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised. He's involved in this too. He's involved her? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person that you promised you wouldn't say anything? Be the ringmaster, wouldn't it? Oh, what's the matter? There's a lot of spice on this Cajun burger. What about the person who you promised to keep silent? You don't get it, do you? What can I say? I have a strong sense of duty. Just because I'm funny and talkative doesn't mean that I go around blabbing everything. Oh no, I got it wrong. Mr. Nick. Okay, I got it wrong. Do you know what? I think I know who it is. Hang on. Oh, I don't have much life though. I've only got one life left. Okay, so it's related to Leon. Leon's a dragon's a lion. Okay. So the person's in relation to... I think it's related to Acro. Because he's refusing to tell us about the incident from 6 months ago as well. It must have been Acro, right? How did you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Oh, I gained some life back. I'm just gonna go wasted it. Okay. It's just like you said. You know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have probably been better if he had. What? How would that have been better? He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever going to be able to do. I see. How's he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they're an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Who is Acro's younger brother? Sean Dingling. But everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why did he do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Ooh, that's quite a terrible way to be injured. Some sick grin. No way, that's impossible. A smirking lion, a flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So that's what really happened. Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaka, shaka, shaka. And there he goes again, acting like his crazy self. Normal crazy self. Achoo! Nice, what a wonderful sneeze. Huh? You think so? You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel. That's basic clownmanship. Girlie, I know you gotta understand that. Nick, I think I'll make a good clown. Other than Regina, I've never seen a geezer sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper. Bat. From my point of view, those two always looked so perfect together. They looked perfect together, huh? How old was Bat? We have a profile, right? Oh, he's 22. He's still a bit too old for Regina, I think. In my opinion. Right, okay, let's move. Let's see what Regina says about Bat. Oh, nothing. I just want to know if you knew this person. It's just the fact that Regina's like, I'm not interested in your dating services. Lodging. Alright, at Crow's room. Ah, Mr. Wright, back again, I see. Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else? We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was injured in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows what we know. Well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Okay, we're gonna have to present to him the Magatama. Ooh. But how did he end up in the wheelchair? How are you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Oh, I don't know if I can... But how did he... I should save before I do this because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to destroy all my lives. I'm going to have to regain some of them as well. Alright, let's go. Right, let's try this again. I'm going to present his brother and see if that does anything. Okay. No, it's not his brother. Okay, is it Leon then? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to click on that. I didn't mean to click out of it. I meant to click back. Oh, itchy forehead. Okay, come on. It was Leon. Leon. 6 months ago you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. Ooh. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion. That's what I'm saying. What does the voice say? What do you mean, what does the voice say? I don't have a voice. Well, I do have a voice, but not in my head. The voice is silent right now. If that's what you're getting at. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Oh, it probably either says objection or take that. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. Save his brother. Oh, it says take that. That's what he says. It's either objection, take that, or hold it. Those are the three phrases in the game. But it was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. I kept hearing there's pivot. And I was like, why is there friends referencing this? Pivot! Pivot! I said pivot! I love that scene. I also really like the blooper for that scene as well. They're just laughing their heads off, which I can totally get because that'd be totally me and my friends. It's a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Ooh, one more. Mo, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. You just hear me yelling pivot from your phone. Pivot! Oh, dear me. A slip of the tongue. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Cut down together. That was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the centre of the same accident together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last psych lock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. It's Regina. He doesn't like Regina. Regina? You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like, she's cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You're quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you. Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught to command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Duh, maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. It is the note that got put into her pocket. This, where did you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro's breakfast in the morning. You wrote this and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. We've broken all of his psych locks. More life. I have more life. Okay, wheelchair. My legs were injured by Leon. 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. That's insane. Didn't you know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid too. But that lion was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon jumped down, I jumped towards him. And then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up. What about Bat? He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Bat and Regina, they were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is a scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross, it's covered in blood. This scarf. It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Oh. When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick. I know, most said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Miss Von Karma. I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as witness. Acro will talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro? Witness? Come, Acro. Let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. Dun dun dun! To be continued. Yes, save. Save my progress. This one, yours. Select over save. Select over save. Right. What? I'm just skimming words and just reading them. Let's begin the trial. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. She's living on the edge. What? I am not. Maybe I am. Am I? Do I live on the edge of life? I don't know. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Tee-hee. Who's this? Oh, it's Regina. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina. How fabulous, my sweetie pie. My sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today. Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. The milk has drugs in it. It wouldn't surprise me. Mo said that. So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end. It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realise what's going on or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'll just be a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo. Top of the morning to ya, governor. It's such a stereotypical British thing. Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I bought you a present. Have some milk. Oh, my, thanks. So, how are you today, Wright? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Uh-huh. You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you going to do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. You're right, but it's going to be tough. Anyways, I want to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. He's going to really traumatise the poor girl, because she lives in like her own little fantasy world, and to just break it like that is going to really traumatise her. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honour. The defence is ready, Your Honour. Very well, Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Order, order. I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene of my orders. Poor Gumshoe. Oh, it would have been Gumshoe, wouldn't it? Oh, his late night project where he didn't get any sleep. Very well. Please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Very Big Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the eyewitnesses. Oh wait, hang on. If you look at the map, you'll see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. Oh, getting straight to testimony. It was just after 10 PM and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. And all that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Miles Edgeworth, did. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination. Can I press him, or am I not allowed to press him? I don't know. You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Ow! The witness will proceed with his testimony. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. That's correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside. I was indeed. Pressing that code doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now. And there's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? No, I don't. Oh my god. I shouldn't have pushed I have evidence, because I don't. I don't have evidence. Why did I push it? Okay, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna have to lose a bit of life. What in the world is this? Ow! You just don't get it, do you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What don't I get? You're not going to be able to get through this one with your usual bluff routine. Your client looks to be ready to take off once again, straight towards a guilty verdict. You are bluffing? I will not forgive any more mockeries made of this court. Whoops. Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony? Certainly. Oh, I didn't lose a life. So there's nothing wrong with that one. Your room is the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. Oh, wait, hang on, it's the same thing. No, there's nothing wrong. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honour. Until I find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin or perhaps a large action figure. Oof, your Twitch crashed? I'm so sorry, Twirly. I hope that the refresh helped though. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testifies to the truth and only the truth, just as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. Damn, it just strengthened his testimony. I wonder if Akra's statement jives with the facts. What's the matter, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Nothing, Your Honour. Clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. It was Max Galactica. I knew someone from behind, but it looked like. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see, but honestly there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. I'm more impressed with the results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with his latest testimony. There is a contradiction. There's the hat. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. If there's contradiction, proof of evidence. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window. What? Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed a silk hat found on the scene. That's the Ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is the Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has two silk hats? No, this is a handmade one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica, which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Order, order. As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Is it offensive to call it a stand when he's wheelchair bound? I mean, he is... Right, even though he's wheelchair bound, he is sitting, quotation marks, in the stand. If that makes sense. Because the stand isn't... I mean, it's where the witness stands. The witness stands in the stand. But the stand is like the what that section's called. So technically he's sitting in the stand. I mean, when I was a witness for a court case, I wasn't standing in the stand. I was actually sitting in the stand myself. Standing in the sit. So there's a chair in the stand, and oh my god, that space was so tiny. I was like, don't push back on the chair, Jatsu, because if you push back, and I was so conscious of it the whole entire time I was giving my giving my statement in court. So the chair legs were like on the edge of the stand, and I knew that if I pushed the chair even a little bit, I'd just fall backwards. And that would not have looked good in court. Trust me. It would have been a terrible thing to happen. And I was so conscious, and I was already nervous as it is. Like trying to give my statement, trying to be as accurate as possible, and then like, oh my god, don't push the chair. If I push the chair, I'm gonna really show myself up. And now this whole time, I'm not, oh my god, so many things happening in brain, anxious overload. It would have been hilarious, but also would have been pretty bad. I mean, like, you see it in movies where lawyers are very grinning. I mean, they aren't that grinning. I think they were a bit nicer to me because I was very, very young. I was in my teens when I was in court giving a witness statement. So they were a bit nicer to me, but you could sense that they really wanted to push for, like, they really wanted to question you and push for you to make a mistake in your statement. It's a very, very nerve-wracking thing to happen, especially for like even for someone who's so young. And yeah, just remembering it's probably one of the things I will remember like quite strongly. because of how I felt at the time. And then when I was allowed off the stand, I was so nervous. I nearly cried. I was just like, please. And bless the lady who was looking after me during that day. She was like, are you okay, love? I was like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm just very anxious right now. Oh my God. And I was shaking as well. And bless her. She like gave me some water as well to like help calm me. And I was like, thinking about it makes me quite sweaty. My hands are so sweaty. Oh God. But yes, Acro's the real culprit. Your Honour, on this occasion, the defence accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honour. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honour, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. Is he getting pecked? Yeah, he is. He's staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defence's accusations? I really don't need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things. See, even the sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusations is ludicrous. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Phoenix is a poopy head. That is an insult that I would be thrown in. That's me in court. Phoenix is a poopy head. That's totally me. Oh God. See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. This is why Jatsu got kicked out of court. Because I shouted, the judge is a poopy head. I actually don't remember the judge when I was in court. I just remember the lawyers. They were more scary than the judge. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defence is planning on making a claim to counter this as well? I can hear the defence now. Acro had an accomplice. What'd you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? He did, didn't he? I'd say he did. Would the monkey count as an accomplice? Because money always brings all the stuff back to his room. So he could have trained Money to steal the shiny things because he knows that Regina likes really shiny things. Okay, of course he did. I'm going to go for the monkey. It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. You don't say. Not good, not good. This isn't going to end well. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. What? You must not have heard that sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. Mr. Wright, it seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, but will be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honour. Very well, let's continue. Who perchance would happen to be Acro's accomplice? It's the monkey! You don't say. This is suddenly looking very, very bad. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. What? Oh, did you hear that? Hear what? The sound of you getting caught in your own trap. What a splendid accomplice. I'm sure this accusation is built on a solid foundation. Foundation? Yes, Mr. Wright. Do you have any proof that this person you accuse is indeed an accomplice? No, I don't. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. What did he steal? I'm literally like bluffing my way through. Mr. Wright, like a true lawyer. I'm like fumbling my. I mean, I'm sure real lawyers are more prepared than what I am. Yes, Your Honour. This piece of evidence is lacking in persuasive power. You didn't miss that sound, did you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You know, the sound of you receiving a penalty. That's why I suck at this game. I find it hard to pay attention. Yeah, I mean, you have to be able to make the links between the characters as well as the what's going on. And yeah, I don't think he had an accomplice now. Of course he didn't. Yeah, you have to be like, you have to think like how the game wants you to think, but sometimes it's a little bit hard because then you're like, well, actually, no, logically speaking, this would have happened. So it's a mixture of logical but fantasy logic, if that makes sense. And like sometimes when I'm thinking, you have the right logic, but you're not presenting it at the right time or at the time that the game wants you to present it at, which can be a bit frustrating sometimes because you're like, well, actually, I was right. You just wouldn't let me present it at this point in time because you wanted me to present it later on or before, and it's annoying. And so, but I was right. Like the bullet hole in the outfit in the last case. I knew it was the bullet hole that was the contradiction, but I presented it incorrectly. So I thought the bullet hole, I misremembered that the bullet hole was actually on the sleeve and not on the bottom part of the outfit. So I kept on trying to present it, but I was correct. I was just presented the wrong part of the piece of clothing where the bullet hole was. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Order? Order? What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. All right, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. How this man become a judge? He gets flustered so easy. Yeah, he really does. It's because of the ropes, Luna. I missed the question. Oh my god. What was the question? I'm going to present something. He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room. Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can be only one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? It's so tempting to go Mr. Dingaling. It's an interesting theory. That's it. Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honour. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You've got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick, if you mess up here. Hey Shroomy, I hope you're having a lovely Saturday so far. Thank you for stopping by. She's right, I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room, no doubt about it. Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. I think I remember, but can I present it now is the question. I'm going to save, just in case I can't present it now. Okay, I think he killed the ringmaster using the bust of Max, or Max's bust. I'm going to present some evidence. So, what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry? Have a great Saturday. Did I tell you about Ace Attorney? Because you did? I'm so glad that I'm influenced the world. I'm not really influenced the world. But yay! More people. One of us. It's a great series and really worth playing, honestly. I cannot recommend it enough. Like the whole entire series. So you've got the Phoenix Wright trilogy, and then you've got the Apollo Justice trilogy, and then you have the Great Ace Attorney. So many games. So amazing. And there is also talks about a 7th game being in the making, but I don't know how true that is, and I'm kind of fingers crossed it is true. But in the meantime, I really hope they release more of the spin-offs. Again, Miles Edgeworth really needs a good release. I would buy that. And then, even though it's a non-canon spin-off, I think it'd be good if they also did the Phoenix Wright and Professor Layton collab spin-off as a Switch release as well. I think that one would be a lot of fun because it's a good introduction to both the games, where one of them's like a puzzle solving game and the other one's like a logic evidence presenting game. I'd not be surprised if they did. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, so Miles Edgeworth, the first game, was the only one that got released, but the sales didn't do so well, so they didn't release the second one. So they might not do the spin-off entirely because of how bad the sales were during the first release, which makes me very sad. Yes, Professor Layton. I also want to get back into Professor Layton because I think I've played the first and the second game, but I've not played, I think there's 4 games of Professor Layton. There's a 5th game coming out next year. The one with the cyber... low battery. Oh no. Hang on, let me switch out my controllers. The steampunk themed game, which will be out next year. Professor Layton's a very good game. I did enjoy the first 2 that I played. And it had really good stories as well. And I also felt like it was a very clever mix of storytelling whilst also doing puzzles. However, I did struggle on some of the puzzles. Some of the puzzles were a little bit too difficult for me. I was like, smooth brain, smooth brain. Although today I've got a bit of a smooth brain too. Right, are you connected? Yeah. Yeah, I do enjoy them, so I'd like to get back into them. But they haven't got any of the Professor Layton pivot. Luna's just gonna be like, that's what they're saying. I don't care. Even if it says take that, it's pivot. They haven't released any of the games on Switch though, have they, for Professor Layton? The only one I was disappointed was with his daughter. Is that his daughter? I didn't think that was his daughter. Oh, you do have it in quotation marks. I thought she was like a distant relative, like a niece or something that was influenced by her uncle to go on adventures and solve puzzles. But I have heard many people saying they were disappointed. Control or something, it was for Switch. Oh, did they release her one on Switch and not his? That's really sad. I still think they should convert all of them to Switch. I think it'd be a brilliant marketing thing to do, especially working up towards the release of their new game, which will be very interesting. You know, I thought she was a niece. I think I didn't complete her game, but I think I played the start of it and then I kind of got a little bit bored. So I kind of just left it. Whoopsies. What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust. But the maker's bankrupt, if I remember correctly. Oh, really? Oh, really? I didn't realise they were. So did they sell the rights then? Because I know that they've made it into proper 3D. Well, I say 3D. It's not like full on 3D, but it is pretty much a 3D kind of new game. Do you know what I miss actually? I miss the 3DS, having that 3Dness on the screen, but it not being actually 3D. It just looked 3D because of the way the screen and the way they layered the layers for the game. It was kind of like when you put on 2D glasses to look at 3D films style. I don't know. They might come back and maybe just Japan or NA branch. Okay. I mean, wouldn't surprise me, honestly. Wouldn't surprise me. But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I like I said, I do hope they release all the other games on Switch, and I think it'd be a very good marketing thing to do. I'm so amazing with words today. I'm brilliant. I word-smart. Right. The bust. It's quite a large bust, and because it's life-sized, it is very, very heavy. Exactly, smart. Heavy. Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death, especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. See, this is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster, with the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. His ample bust. Order, order. So, you're saying the bust fell onto the Ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if he was stuck in a wheelchair, it'd be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro's an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro. You can't run away. Ow! I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? Your Honour, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? From Karma. She's just using this testimony as a rouse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems, however, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. That woman will sink to any low to win a case. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. Acro's physical state. Okay, we're going to press him. Have you ever lifted up the bust before? No, I've never actually lifted it up with my own two hands. But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this. Money? That crazy monkey's lifted Max's bust before. Ooh. My stomach's rumbling. Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Dingling. So, what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or the tightrope. You don't say. But, no offence, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything. Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I won't lose either, Slowpoke. I mean Nick. Whoa, how did the discussion turn to me all of a sudden? I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear. Why is that? Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out of the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown that bus out of the window. How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation, oh my god. But it's still going to take a while before I'm back at 100%. Let me remind you of another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bus, you would not be able to see out below the window. Why do you say it'd be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bus, I wouldn't see out the window below. See out below the window, thus there is no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick? What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense. If only I could prove somehow that Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. We do have proof though. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. Fast, it'd be unrealistic for me to drop the bus on him, don't you think? He would know because of this. The box. Acro. You didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over. The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box, which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean, if the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there'd be no way that he could miss the head of the victim? No. Order. This is unbelievable. Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here, forward. So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense into you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she whipping him? The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specifically made, or specially made. Specially made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. Oh shit, that's not it. The box was a remarkable size. Size? Exactly. I think you can tell from the picture that the wooden box was very large. To lift it up, one would have been required to squat. Meaning that one would have had to... Wait, hang on. Meaning that one would have had to have taken it up in both arms, right? I was really confused why Whippy wasn't whipping. Moreover, the box is quite heavy. It weighs in the neighbourhood of 20 pounds. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would have been approximately the same place. Fool. But yeah, Francesca should not be allowed a whipping court, Jesus. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could not have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. That means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? He mentioned that he couldn't lose to money, so I'm assuming money's actually strong enough to carry the bust. You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. This is the same question as before. Does the monkey count as an accomplice? Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bus from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happened once and for all. All right, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room? Money the monkey! A monkey? Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist swing? So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Aqua's room. Aqua's room? But the bus was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. My, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. Acro. Money's a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order, I said order, Miss Von Karma. Where is the bus in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bus. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait. Then you mean this bus was a murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron. Did she just shout moron at him? Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy, however. His argument does hold water, there's no denying that. Ow! Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Wright. And what is that? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Nick, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? It was the bust. He saw Max's bust. Ow! I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. The evidence has nothing to do with the question. Au contraire, mon frère. My French is really bad. Why do they prefer French in? It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. No, I'm not saying that one again. I'm just going to say puree. How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? Oh, beautifully done. Spot on. Thank you. The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one off the cards in the bust's hands. Idiot. Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? It doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is the utmost importance to this case, don't you agree? Duh, you caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? It would have been the ringmaster. Fool, him? You are saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. The victim himself placed a cloak on the bust? Placed the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. And then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all of this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognise him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now, this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bus hit the victim, sorry, I didn't mean to tap the mic. You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet. What? The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound of a certain witness. Heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it, primarily because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out of his window, so he just kept pulling the bust up. And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene, Acro. It could only have been you. Why is he so calm? I think he's one of the only characters that don't break. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale, but do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter: the power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. Yes, Judge, evidence. Hello? Yes, he was so engrossed with the story. He was just like, oh, yeah, we do need evidence, don't we? He was like, no, I'll just go by the story that Phoenix has painted. My imagination has been completed with the story. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method, but there is still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay then, use that and get out of this jam. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence of the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unravelled the trick to this magic case. Something that was in Mo's testimony that was a contradiction. It was the hat. But why is the hat a contradiction, and why would that be the evidence? Is it the hat? I have a feeling it is, but I kind of want to have a look. Hang on. What evidence is it? Oh, hang on. There's room, line, site clock, we've done that, so we do the trial part now. So we've done that bit, state, that's done. Murder. Yep, percent. Yeah, it is, yeah. I was right. Okay, let's present. You can just watch me be wrong. The problem is Max's three symbols. You know, the silk hat, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were two contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. You fool. Do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday? He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night, but the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of that. What was that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. Oh my god, that was hard to read. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? They get hidden! I did question that. I was like, but they said they saw the white roses. But now that I remembered, yes, Mo did say that he didn't see the white roses, and that's why. Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Order! Order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Carmen will finally throw in the towel. Ugh. And a smugness and acro not breaking. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. It's because it wasn't the ringmaster he was trying to kill. Your Honour, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I'll listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. Dun dun dun. Let's save. And I'm also going to quickly take a loo break. Right, I'm just going to start this bit here. And then, just for you guys, I'm going to put some music back on. And then, be right back. Be right back! I am back. Thank you, Pixie, for all the riots. I quickly went and grabbed a snack as well because I was like, I am a bit hungry. So let me grab a snack too. And I quickly ate that as well. Okay, let us continue. Music off. Right. I can't believe it. Acro. It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of the reason why. Hey, pal. You're gonna ignore me after I went to all that trouble to bring you some evidence? Detective Gumshoe. Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Now, Detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, Detective? Ho, well, if you insist. Now, about that evidence you mentioned, what is it? Here you go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. Yup, and I've included the forensics result. Take a look at it later. Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan. I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? That reminds me, I got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it, and that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. Is Francesca helping us? What did he mean by that? The very end part? I'm not sure. It was pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Don't scare me like that. It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? Why are they giving him milk? I don't get it. I don't get it. Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. Milk drinker. Yeah, I don't understand why they're giving him so much milk. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defence. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have had to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honour. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favour and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone would think that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem. You're absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer the question. The defence has a right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate the motive. Very well, Mr. Wright, cross-examine the witness. We? Yes, my brother Sean and I. What? You have a brother? How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old and my brother was 4. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the very big circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. Ow! No crying in court, let's keep going. The witness may proceed with his testimony. Oh, poor judge. He's like hurting in the feels, and Francesca's like, whip, no feelings here. No feelings allowed. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about the other people at the circus? This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come to see us with a laugh and smile. What a beautiful story. And that's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? I know, he seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult. So how long have you been a performer? He started off as an acrobat at that early of an age. I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That was also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dingling Berries. It's nearly a household name. I've even heard of them in Germany. Liar. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus. You are truly a remarkable young man. The judge keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow! How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. Ow! No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life. Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honour. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. I think that will be enough for now. Wondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely. Exactly right, Your Honour. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honour. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead? Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honour, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow! Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so full-heartedly foolish. Did you forget you made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was this is the real killer of Russell Berry Ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro. You didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster, because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What? Order, order. Bailiff, I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's loud in the face, twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Ow! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, that was very quick. Yes, I am implying. He was trying to kill Regina Berry. Regina Berry? This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro. What kind of judge is this? If people talk, beat them up, and twice, to make sure it sinks in. Do not talk in my court. You were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough. Mr. Wright, allow me to... Ow! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Oh my god, Tara, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Thank you. Let me give you a quick shout out. Shout out, Tara. Welcome in. Oh, there should be a clip.
You're doing it. I believe in you. You want me to cheer for you? You want me to do a little cheer routine that I've been practicing?
A little cheer for Tara. Hip hip hooray!
Hey, you good.
But yes, thank you so much for the raid and welcome in, raiders. Welcome in. I hope you had a lovely, wonderful time with Tara. But if you need to rest, please do so. If you haven't stretched for a while, please stretch. If you haven't hydrated for a while, please take a sip of your drink. Oh, this is the cutest clip. Kippy is coming up with a chant for me. Yay! Chant for Tara. Chant for Tara is what I meant to say. I'm glad to hear that you had a lot of fun. Did you rank up? Is that what it was? I don't know. I'm not very good with Leagues or Legends. I had to literally force myself to stop because I need din. Ah, fair enough. Yes, Twirly, I will show you later. Oh, I choked on myself. Feed the Ducky Queen. Yes, must feed the Ducky Queen. And not just wine, like proper food too. But yes, welcome in, raiders. My name is Jatsu and I'm a variety streamer. I do psychological horror games as well as visual novel games. Today we are playing Phoenix Wright. I also occasionally draw. Bandle is like lead theme crafting stream. Okay, so it's like, do you go around looking for materials and then crafting stuff for your characters? I'm assuming that's what you do. It's super cute and wholesome. That's amazing though. We like wholesome games. Stream equals game. Ah, okay. Wow, I didn't know League had a spin-off, like a Stardew spin-off. I thought it was just like a ranking up game. That's how much I know about League of Legends. I can only play a lot of League myself. No, I don't. It's not really my kind of thing. But no, I'm glad to hear that you had a good time. But yes, if you need to, like I said, if you need to take rest, go. If you need to eat, go. I appreciate all of the support, any lurkers as well, much appreciated. You don't have to interact with me. I will talk and keep myself and chat entertained, because I guarantee you I will say something and it'll be taken out of context very easily. But yeah, we are in the middle of a court case at the moment. Yeah, they're different games. This is a smaller game made by a small studio, not Wright Games. Ooh, pixel art. I do like a good pixel art game. Enough of simping for this game. That's alright. Simp what you want. That's what we like here. Simping for the things that we enjoy. There's nothing wrong with that, absolutely. But yes, we are going to continue with Phoenix Wright. We are in the middle of a trial. We are trying to prove that Acro is the one who killed the ringmaster, but we also know that his intention wasn't to kill the ringmaster, and in fact he was trying to kill the ringmaster's daughter, Regina Berry. So now we have to present evidence. Proves that Acro was out to kill this young girl. He left a note in her pocket, so we're going to present that note. Spoilers! It's not spoilers, we already know that he was trying to kill Regina. Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. Dun dun dun! So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. See? It was for Regina. Order, order, order. Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours, it's the truth, Your Honour. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why the morning of the crime she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note. That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? Lifting the bus and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it! I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bus fly. Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience? She is, unfortunately. It's only going to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. Acro wrote this note to Regina. Foolish fool with foolish fool ideas. Oh my god, you're so foolish you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes, about that line. Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I'm more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honour. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually... it's the scarf. What? This is it? Well, I kind of figured that I tried to get rid of the evidence I didn't need anymore. Well, from now on you can just do those sort of things at home on your own time. Oh, is it not the scarf? Whoops. Please present as conclusive evidence, Mr. Wright. I'm almost to the big climax of this case, which means that no matter what, I can't mess up again. About the incident 6 months ago. Oh no. That'd be Lee on the line. No, it's not. Oh my god. I just wasted all my lives. No. Wait, where did my last save? Oh, now I have to speed run for it. No. Big oopsies. Okay. Billy Bob John. What do I need to present? Oh. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, big shock. I died. Okay. He is found guilty. He's not guilty. We know he's not. Okay, so we need to go back to the last save file. Ay. It reminds me of a cartoon that you went oisky boisky. What cartoon was that? Was it the mouse? Oisky boisky? Okay. We'll skip through all this because we've done all this. So Gumshoe gives us the evidence of the scarf. And then we go up against... Okay. Likes to live on the edge. What do you mean? Twirly said that about me earlier on as well. She was like, Jaxu likes to live on the Edgeworth. I was like, what? Okay, right, let's go. Let's skip through all this. We will hear no more of Mr. Dingaling. Okay, so we need to... of course we'll cross-examine, so we'll press everything like normal, but we'll skip through it all. Ooh, come on. We are speedrunning this section. That's when the judge starts crying, like, oh, I feel so sorry for you, boy. I mean, he does have a very sad story, bless him. The fact that his parents abandoned him and his brother. Okay. And then one last statement. I'm so glad I can like skip most of this. Quick speed run. Okay. I can't provide one. Okay. The reason why we can't provide one because he wasn't aiming to kill the ringmaster. He was aiming to kill Regina. So. Then we need to present Regina's profile in 2 seconds. I think sometimes trying to kill someone else. Regina. So they have their little battle of objections. Okay. Kurosako out to kill the young girl. It's the note. Because he put it in her pocket. Okay. Right. Are we at that bit? Order. Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours, it's the truth, Your Honour. It isn't the theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. And that's when her father, the ringmaster saw the note. That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier on today? What he said, we couldn't see who it was, so he just heard someone down there and then he dropped the bus and killed them. Hey Nick, isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? Yep, she is. She's gonna have to listen to the hard truth. Acro wrote this to Regina. Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish, you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Oh my god, she uses the word fool a lot, and I'm surprised that I've actually managed to read all of the sentences that she said, like the foolishly fool, foolhardy fool. Like, I've managed to actually read them without making a mistake. Very well, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes, what about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what that note meant, which is why he went to the plaza in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. Oh shit. I didn't mean to click that. My bad. This is simple, Your Honour. If Mr. Phoenix Wright can't provide the facts for this so-called incident on the note, then there is no way to know whether this note is relevant or not. Moreover, one cannot prove any sort of motive for wanting to murder Regina Berry. It's that simple. Of course, it's that simple. Nick, I thought you were going somewhere with this. This is getting ugly. All I can do is get out of this mess. I have to prove the truth about what happened 6 months ago. An incident occurred 6 months ago. And now I'm more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honour. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually... I didn't realise, but it's actually this. The small seasoning bottle. Achoo! 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 What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all, it's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence was what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? It was Sean, wasn't it? Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Matt has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him? You spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool. Naturally, the prosecutions looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. A lion? Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? Oh, it was just an accident. I suppose it was truly an accident. It's essential that a man knows when to give up, Mr. Phoenix, right? It's impossible to prove Miss Berry's involvement in a murder attempt, isn't it? Instigating a lion to attack, who ever heard of something like that? And to think that the defence claimed this was conclusive evidence. A small bottle of pepper. A lion. What's their connection? Ah! What's the matter, Nick? I figured it out. Wow, it was right in front of my nose the entire time. Your Honour, wait. What is it? The lion biting Bat was no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. There's no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being. But Regina's responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat. It's a scarf. That's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who was the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina? There is something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honour. And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right after the incident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering... Oh my god. What's with the word in here? What's with the word in right here? Why? Why? Judge, come on. I know I drew you in Shibari, but seriously? Seriously? For God's sakes. Okay, fine. Fine. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal, but out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? It still seems like the judge doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix, right. Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling, however. Lions sneeze. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What? You fool. You've got to be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot. It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro? You can't mean witness. Are you confirming the defence's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been, evidence. If I dropped Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. The murder weapon? The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that'd be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. The bust. Nick, you've got to do something. It's the last step. If I get this right, the case is won. Request to search Acro's room. The defense requests to search the room of the witness, Ken Dingling. What is it now? It looks like you still haven't figured things out, have you? By now you must know the meaning of Von Karma total justice. You mean... If Von Karma never leaves anything to chance, we already searched Acro's room yesterday. Well, what did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second, something's funny about all this. It looks like you lack the final nail to put into my coffin. But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offence, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust, where is it now? Where's the bust right now? You're Phoenix Wright, you know where that bust is, I'm sure you do. There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? It seems this case is coming to a close. The defence's counter-arguments look to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness. Oh, who said hold it? Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue. What? We need time to do... Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? Are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait, you can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the lines, don't they? That's how Acro has lived his life up until now. Now is the time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. Very well, the defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. The murder weapon, where is Max's bust now? So it's not in the lodging house. We searched Big Top already, it's not there. Do you think? I know already. I kind of remember this part. Do you think it's in the courtroom? I think it's in the courtroom. Let's do it in the courtroom. It's obvious the bus is inside this very courtroom. It's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bus once and for all. The judge's bench, the prosecutor, the witness stand. Acro. I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? He's ever so calm. I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you're a big guy and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say hide a bust under there. Once again, your penchant for humour hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bus is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she'd found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it in the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. He hid it in his wheelchair! You fool! How could you? She's just slamming the table. You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, 2 of them. 2 of them? Miss Francesca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I turned the cloak in my room. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court. Oh my god. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. Caught in court. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. And I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me, make a mistake. Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that. It seems we've finally arrived at the truth. Acro. Yes, Your Honour. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honour. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely. That she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. And that's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well? No, that's not what I mean. Aww. I'm nothing but a murderer, that's who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill myself, then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't, not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. He wanted to be here for Bat, bless him. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again. I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty. Woo! Yeah! Max is free! Freedom! Sorry. This court is adjourned. Fabulous. Yay. Oh, hey, study. Or pause. I don't know which you prefer, study pause or study or pause. So, but hey, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're having a lovely weekend so far. But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only at max 1 million of them. It's been good so far. Pause is good. I'm glad to hear your weekend's been good so far. No worries, I will call you Pause. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room? We're just thinking about Acro. No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy. Huh? Regina. She's been like this for a while now. It's all my fault. Sweetie pie. Bat and Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up. Regina. Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina? Acro says something right at the end. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean that Acro... Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me? He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? You're really sure? I can believe that? Yep, Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see some evidence. Huh? Oh, no, you're not just making up that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge. Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. But... That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught... I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes, and then until he can meet Acro again. That's so sweet of you, Regina. I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat. Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'd pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand, but what a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision. What is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn the circus into the best circus this whole world has ever seen. The best circus in the world has ever seen. Don't laugh. That's quite the goal. Yay, I can't wait. Then I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max? Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Oh, wait, hang on. Regina, you're going to help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. Mo? Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry. Max? Nick? Seems like everything's going to turn out all right here. I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats. Sorry, I did a terrible fake laugh, and that's why I try not to. At least it all worked out in the end. Oh, I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, Detective, my plane's... Oh no, that's not Francesca. It's... As for Mr. Acro's case, you need to worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. It's Edgeworth! Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth. Edgeworth was the one who helped. It wasn't Francesca. It was Edgeworth. Ah! Is he coming back? Is he? Of course he is. That's the end of chapter 3. Oh, he is coming back for chapter 4. That's going to be amazing. Right. I'm actually going to end stream. Edgeworth and Phoenix. Yes, they should. They should. Wait, hang on. Do I have plushies. I can mush them together to make them kiss. I have the plushies to do that. But yes, thank you so much for joining me on today's stream. Very much appreciated. Thank you for all those that have been chatting in chat, or if you've been lurking as well, thank you so much for the lurk. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I don't know what I'm doing on Tuesday when we come back to stream. Oh. Thank you so much, Twirly. Thank you for the fart. Very much appreciated. I do ship them, Shroomy. Let them kiss. I will let them kiss. I'll bring out the plushies and I'll mush their faces together just for you guys. And I'll take a picture if I remember to. But yes, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing on Tuesday because I finished Fran Bao, so we need to find another game. Or if I'm inspired enough, I will do a chill time art time. But if you follow me on social media, you might have seen me make a post about playing Monster Hunter, and I did buy it because it is on sale right now because of the 20th anniversary that Capcom is doing for Monster Hunter. So I bought the game. It does run. I don't know how well it will run on the laptop because it is a beast of a file, like a beast of a file. So if I can safely say that it runs smoothly enough, I will probably try and stream it on Tuesday, and then you can watch me fail. And then I'll reset the death counter because I will definitely die multiple times. But I will keep you guys updated on social media. I mostly post on Twitter, so if you want to keep updated, go follow my Twitter. If you like the community and you're not part of the spa yet, please do come join the spa. We do share a lot of things like pet pictures, some memes, drawings, day-to-day life shenanigans, and we also have fortnightly movie nights. I couldn't decide whether to say fortnightly or bi-weekly. It's the same thing. We have a film night every 2 weeks. I think the next one is next week, I think. But anyway, yes, thank you for joining, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening and the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you again on Tuesday. So, bye-bye for now.